Now right after that we will simply also set the if condition, in which we will say if that current user, if it's not equal to null, it simply means that if that current user will be there. Okay, if it's online, then what we will say, navigator dot pop contacts, provide that in here. It's gonna remove the dialog box, and then we say navigator dot push replacement. We are gonna simply log in the user. So in here, material page root, provide that, and take the context in here, take this down from here, and let's direct the user towards the home screen. Okay, let's ignore it for that, also ignore it for that, all just good, because it's a navigator, so ignore it, and also for this one. So first in here, right in the login method, we show the dialog. Okay, and in there, as you guys can see, we set the loading alert dialog, as I explained this in detail. Right after, we create a class user, in which gonna be the current user. We create that, and right after that we're gonna authenticate the user with their email and password. Okay, so right after that we said, then if that authentication of our user, as you guys can see in here, we just assign that to this current user, and then we say if it catch any error, then we will remove that dialog box with the help of navigator.pop contacts, and then we show the dialog box, which is a error dialog, in which we show the message. Okay, and then right after that, what we did, we just simply check if that current user, okay, if that not going to be equal to null, then right after the successful authentication, then we will remove the dialog box, which will be right in here on this login screen. We will remove that, and simply we will just log in the user with the help of navigator. We will navigate it towards the home screen, as we set it right in here. So it will only do that in case if the current user will not be equal to null. Okay, and in else, what I'll do, I'll say else, and if it's equal to null, then right in the else, what we will do, we will simply say print error, because there is going to be no specific user to that specific current email. Okay, so then we will just print the error. In case of if that current user will be equal to null, then we will simply just print the message, which is error. All just good, we are done with that. Now simply come here and we will use that method now. Just go down, and in here, that round repeater tags login, right in the press event. In there we will do a little work right in here. So in here we will simply say email and check if that email controller dot text dot is not empty, and also we will check the password with it, password controller dot text also dot, if that not empty, then what we will do in here, we will say if, then we will have that login method and all of their work in here, just call upon that. Okay, only in the case of if email controller dot text is not empty, it's mean it will be there, the email specific, and also it will check the password. Okay, if it's not empty, then right in if, we will simply call upon the login method and all of their work. It's gonna authenticate the email and password, then right in this method, as I explained it in detail before. So, and right in else, if the email and password will be empty, so in else, what I'll say, I'll simply show the dialog. It's gonna take the contacts. Just remove it for now. You'll edit one by one and right in here semicolon, take this down. Provide the contacts first, two contacts, comma in here. Now provide the builder contacts in there and curly braces, take this down. Simply return the alert dialog, in which we will show the message, then please write email and password for login. Okay, as you guys can see, text right in here and write it and add the semicolon. Okay, in here add the const modifier, so the yellow line will be gone down. Since it's just a text, so we add a const modifier. I hope you can get the idea now, and all of the work has been just done. Now we will simply just go and test the app. So since we made a major change, so we have to how to load the app. So we will go towards the login. Now I'll simply just log in the Andrew, okay, the user that I registered before, if you guys remember, and I have already showed the result right in the Firebase. So in here, Andrew Musk 3 @gmail.com, and the password was, I think, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and Andrew. Visibility off. Now come here and click on this login button. It will simply log in the current user, okay, and that user has been registered successfully before, and I have already showed the result. Okay, in your case just make sure if it's a current user. Now simply log in. As you guys can see, the dialog block, which was please wait, and there was a circle progress indicator, and successfully we are logged in now, and we are on the home page. Okay, so it's working totally fine, and I have already explained this in detail, so there is no need of doing it again. I hope you already get the idea, and everything was just there. Okay, please wait, as you already noticed the output. And now if I log out and just check it with another user which is not even registered yet, so what it will say, let's say check that one. Guys, remember that early user is now didn't register yet. Okay, so it's not in our Firebase storage, the image and also the data is not that. Now let's put any password in there and just click on this button, and you guys will notice please wait. As you guys can see the message right in here. Let me just increase that. There we go. There is no user record corresponding to this identifier. The user may have been deleted because we didn't register that user, and it simply show that message that there is no record for that specific user. Or also you guys can see they say user may have been deleted, so it's working totally fine. Okay guys, now let me just show you that error. Okay, right in here, that error dialog in which we show that. So it's working totally fine, and all of the work has been done successfully. Now we are just left with the forget password. So right from the next video we will be working on that specific screen, forget password. So see ya.